Welcome back to NTV News First Edition. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is in the province today. Voters across Canada go to the polls in October for a federal election. And at this hour, the Prime Minister is speaking to a Liberal Party fundraising event in St. John's. NTV's Michael Connors is there live with more. Hi, Michael.
Thank you very much, Tony Maria. Who's who of Newfoundland and Labrador Liberals have gathered here at Munn Signal Hill campus, where soon they will hear a fundraising speech by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. The event is a little bit late getting underway. The Prime Minister has not started speaking yet. There are also some protesters waiting outside for him, people who are opposed to pipelines across the country and also opposed to the flooding of the Muskrat Falls Reservoir. That's due to begin tomorrow. They're concerned about methylmercury contaminating the food supply in Lake Millville and also concerned about the stability of the North Spur. So again, the Prime Minister will be addressing this crowd very soon. Tomorrow, he'll still be in St. John's. He's going to be doing a tour of the Regatta. He's going to fire the starter's pistol for one of the races. And it's also expected that he will have a meeting with Premier Dwight Ball tomorrow morning. There are a number of outstanding issues between the provincial and federal governments. One of them is funding for wastewater regulations. Municipalities are very concerned about that. And also the ongoing talks for rate mitigation for Muskrat Falls. Now, the Prime Minister is not taking any questions from the media today, but he will be down at the lake tomorrow. The Premier will also be down at Kitty Vitty Lake tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get some update on how the talks went in the morning. Tony?
Okay, thank you very much, Michael. We'll see you at 6. NTV's Michael Connors reporting live for us tonight.
All right, thank you very much, Eddie. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in the city tonight to rally the Liberal Party faithful ahead of this fall's federal election. We are going to join him live now, speaking at the Old Battery Hotel, the Signal Hill campus of Munn.
Back to people. That's not what we've chosen to do, and that's not what we'll be doing in this upcoming election. Because one of the dirty little secrets of politics is that the politics of division, of negativity, of fear, it can work to get you elected. But once you get elected by scaring people, by exaggerating their fears and anxieties, it becomes very difficult to solve those problems. When people are busy hunkering down, when people are busy being divided against their neighbors or against the other part of the country, it becomes really hard to pull together and solve it. And that's what we have to remain focused on. We've faced great challenges in the past and overcome them. That's exactly what we're going to do this time as a country. With hard work, with vision, with ambition, and with the optimism that is so characteristic, not just of this part of the country, but of the entire country. And that's why ultimately I'm really excited about this coming opportunity to get out there, continue to connect with Canadians, and talk about the challenges we're facing and how we're going to overcome them. Talk about how we make sure that all families have an opportunity to raise their kids and create the future they want for them. Make sure we're caring for our seniors every step of the way, recognizing the hard work they've done that have brought us to this place of prosperity. Making sure we're opening our doors and our arms to newcomers who want to build a better future that ends up being a better future for us too. And how we continue to stand on the world stage in defense of human rights, demonstrating that trade can be the right thing if you make sure it benefits everyone. These are the kinds of things that people expect, and none of them can be solved with the right bumper sticker or a clever little line that one might toss out in a campaign. You solve these challenges by hard work, by working together, by learning from each other, by leaning on each other, by making sure that people everywhere across the country are feeling heard. Connect with them. C'est ça une démocratie. C'est un endroit où les gens ont des perspectives différentes, mais ils s'écoutent les uns les autres. Et c'est ça qu'on est en train de perdre un petit peu dans notre société. Les gens s'entre-écoutent moins. One of the things with the amplification of social media, of everyone having their own platform, is all sorts of people saying all sorts of things, not as many people listening. And that has to be at the heart of any democracy. Listening to each other, learning from each other, hearing about concerns and helping to allay them. And in the echo chamber that is now sometimes politics, it becomes harder and harder to listen. And that's why it's so important that this election not be something that is just driven by politicians giving speeches on stages, but by individual citizens families, employees, employers, friends, neighbors, stepping up and having real conversations about where we're going as a community, but where we're going as a country, but where we're going as a world. And each and every one of you has an important role to play in the coming months in sharing this message, in getting out and knocking on doors and making phone calls, and making sure that when you do that, you are listening, really listening to your fellow citizens and neighbors, that you're hearing their concerns or their anxieties, and that you're working with us on ways of allaying them.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau talking to party faithful at Munn's Signal Hill campus tonight, the old Battery Motel, as we all hotel, as most of us know that. Prime Minister is in town as well for a fundraising event tonight. Tomorrow at St. John's Regatta, we'll be doing a walkabout. We will be covering the complete visit by the Prime Minister, and we'll keep you updated on that tomorrow on our news as well.
As the red wave rolls in across